Welcome to 10 Facts. Are you ready to learn more? Today, we're diving into the upcoming solar storm 2025. Here are 10 essential facts you need to know about this fascinating and potentially impactful event. As we anticipate the solar storm 2025, we'll explore the science behind solar storms, their effects on power grids, satellites, GPS, and communication systems, the stunning auroras they create, the potential risks to astronauts, and how global organizations are preparing to mitigate these impacts. Let's dive into each of these facts to explore how Solar Storm 2025 could shape our world. Fact 1. What is a solar storm? A solar storm occurs when the sun releases a burst of energy and charged particles. This happens during solar flares and coronal mass ejections, also known as CMEs. Solar flares release high-energy radiation in the form of X-rays and UV light, while CMEs propel massive clouds of solar plasma into space. These particles travel through space and when they reach Earth, can interact with the planet's magnetic field to cause geomagnetic storms. These storms not only create beautiful auroras but can also disrupt satellites, power grids, and communication systems. Understanding solar storms helps us prepare for their potential impacts on modern technology. Fact 2. The solar cycle explained. The sun undergoes an approximately 11-year cycle of activity known as the solar cycle. During this cycle, the sun's magnetic field becomes more chaotic, leading to increased solar activity, including sunspots, solar flares, and CMEs. The solar maximum is the peak of this cycle, characterized by a higher frequency of solar storms. Scientists track solar cycles using sunspot numbers, which provide an indication of solar activity levels. Sunspots are dark areas on the sun's surface where magnetic fields are particularly strong, often leading to solar flares. For example, the last solar maximum occurred around 2014 and was relatively weak compared to previous cycles. In contrast, solar cycle 25 is expected to be more active, with more frequent and intense solar storms. Fact 3. What to expect in 2025. The next solar maximum is expected to occur around 2025, marking the peak of solar cycle 25. Scientists predict that this cycle will be stronger than its predecessor, increasing the likelihood of significant solar storms. This could have more noticeable effects on Earth, affecting everything from power grids to satellite communications. Experts are closely monitoring solar activity to anticipate potential impacts. This increased activity might also provide more frequent opportunities to study solar phenomena and improve our understanding of the sun's behavior. For example, during the solar maximum, we can expect an uptick in space weather alerts as agencies like NASA and NOAA issue warnings for potential solar events that could impact Earth. Fact 4. Impact on power grids. One of the most significant risks of a solar storm is its potential impact on power grids. Geomagnetic storms can induce electrical currents in power lines, causing transformers to overheat and fail. This can lead to widespread power outages, as seen in the 1989 Quebec blackout caused by a geomagnetic storm. During that event, power was knocked out for 9 hours, affecting millions of people. Utilities are working on improving grid resilience to minimize the risk of disruptions by implementing new technologies and procedures. For example, to mitigate these risks, power companies are developing strategies such as installing geomagnetically induced current monitors and reinforcing transformers with more robust materials. Fact 5. Effects on satellites. Satellites are particularly vulnerable to solar storms as charged particles can damage their electronics and disrupt communications. Increased drag from solar activity can also affect satellite orbits, potentially leading to premature re-entry. Operators often place satellites in safe modes during solar storms to minimize damage. Enhancements in satellite shielding and design are being developed to mitigate these risks. For example, newer satellites are equipped with protective measures to withstand radiation, and are capable of self-adjusting their orbits during solar events. The European Space Agency's swarm satellites are equipped with advanced technology to monitor Earth's magnetic field, providing crucial data on how solar storms affect satellite operations. Fact 6. Disruption to GPS and communication. Solar storms can disrupt GPS signals and radio communications by causing increased ionization in the Earth's atmosphere. This affects high-frequency radio signals, impacting navigation systems and communication networks used by aviation, maritime, and military operations. Efforts are underway to develop more robust systems that can withstand space weather events. For instance, researchers are working on algorithms to filter out space weather noise from GPS signals, improving their reliability during solar storms. During solar maximum, airlines often receive alerts to adjust flight paths and communication frequencies to avoid disruptions caused by solar activity. Fact 7. Internet infrastructure at risk. Recent studies suggest that solar storms could affect undersea internet cables, potentially leading to significant global connectivity issues. These cables are critical for global data transmission, and while they are generally more resilient, Their components, like repeaters, could be vulnerable to geomagnetic currents. Researchers are exploring ways to reinforce this infrastructure to ensure reliability during solar events. The potential for widespread internet outages highlights the importance of investing in robust backup systems. The telecommunications industry is investigating new materials and designs for repeaters that can resist geomagnetic interference, ensuring continuous data flow even during solar storms. Fact 8. Aurora Borealis and Aurora Australis. On a more visible note, solar storms can enhance the auroras, creating stunning displays of the northern and southern lights. These natural light shows occur when charged particles from the sun interact with Earth's atmosphere, causing the gases to glow. During solar maximum, auroras can be seen further from the poles, providing a spectacular view for many. For instance, people living at lower latitudes may have the rare chance to witness these beautiful phenomena during strong solar storms. In March 2021, a powerful solar storm allowed people in the northern United States and parts of Europe to see the aurora, showcasing the far-reaching effects of solar activity. Fact 9. Health risks for astronauts. Solar storms pose health risks to astronauts due to increased radiation exposure. These storms can disrupt spacecraft electronics and increase the radiation dose astronauts receive, especially during missions beyond Earth's protective magnetosphere. Space agencies monitor solar activity closely to plan missions and protect astronauts from harmful radiation. Measures include scheduling spacewalks during periods of low solar activity and providing spacecraft with radiation shielding. The International Space Station, or ISS, has protocols in place to protect its crew from solar storms, including moving to shielded areas of the station during high radiation events. Fact 10. Preparing for the solar maximum. Governments and organizations like NASA and NOAA are actively preparing for the upcoming solar maximum by improving space weather forecasts and developing strategies to mitigate potential impacts. Public awareness campaigns and education are also crucial in minimizing disruptions. Collaborative efforts between countries are essential for sharing data and resources to enhance global preparedness. Initiatives such as the Space Weather Prediction Center, or SWPC, provide real-time alerts and forecasts to help industries prepare for potential solar storm impacts. In 2019, NASA launched the Parker Solar Probe to study the sun's outer atmosphere, providing valuable data to improve our understanding of solar activity and its effects on Earth. Thank you for joining us as we explored the upcoming solar storm and its potential impacts. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more intriguing facts and discoveries from 10 Facts. Leave a comment with your ideas for our next video topic. We'd love to hear from you.